Now I'm going to show you what tools you need to harvest asparagus and how to use them. We will also show you how to use the harvest support machine. Your harvesting essentials are pretty basic. In the field, you will need an asparagus knife with marking, a trowel, a basket, and crates for storing the harvested asparagus. Be careful with the asparagus knife, it is extremely sharp. After uncovering and digging out the asparagus spear, you can use the knife to cut off the asparagus spears. You can use the marking on the knife for measuring the optimal depth. The basket you have brought is used for storing the asparagus spear temporarily before later packing it into the crate. If you are working with a harvest support machine, you only need the basket to transport your tools, since you then put the spears directly into the crates on the machine. And then there is the trowel. You need it to close and smooth the raised beds. This is important because you can only see mature asparagus spears growing in a smooth, regular bed. Larger companies use technical equipment during the asparagus harvest, such as this harvest support machine. It is battery-operated and supports the harvest workers by lifting and replacing the tarpaulin cover. It also offers plenty of space to store the harvested asparagus, so you can concentrate fully on the harvest. I will now show you how to operate the harvest support machine. At the beginning of each row, you have to thread the cover. To move it, start the engine and set the direction to forwards. Now you can start and stop the machine using the control cord. Once you've positioned the machine directly over the raised bed, you can thread the cover through. Go behind the machine and slowly pull the cover through the feeder. Then lay the cover over the inner carrier. Last but not least, put the end of the cover down and fix it in place. This allows the machine to lay it down again automatically as soon as you restart the machine. At the beginning of each row, you should check that it is positioned correctly and adjust it if not. The machine will run along the raised beds automatically thanks to the feeder wheels, so all you have to do is set up the speed at the control panel and harvest the asparagus while the machine slowly moves along. Once you have finished harvesting one row, unload the full crate and place empty crates on the machine. Once the asparagus has been harvested, it is no longer a plant but a food. The full crates can no longer simply be placed on the ground. You can easily solve the problem by putting your full crate on top of an empty one, separating it from the ground. So, to sum up, you'll need the following for your work in the field: an asparagus knife to cut the spears, a trowel to close and smooth out the furrows, and a basket for your asparagus. If you work with a harvest support machine, it is important that you get extensive instruction beforehand. But once you get the hang of it, the controls shouldn't be a problem. Now that you know the theory, we can get started. In the next video, I'll show you what you need to know about uncovering the asparagus plants and closing the holes, and how to properly dig it out.